morning. I am Giulio Raffaele. I am a research manager at IDC Retail Insights, and I lead a worldwide program on retail innovation strategies. And today, I am pleased to share with you IDC point of view of marketing in retail digital commerce for 2021 and the upcoming years. So, when we speak about marketing, there is a fundamental thing that we need to consider, and that is the fact that is based on knowing the customer. Only the companies that perfectly know their customers are the companies that are going to succeed. And that's why I wanted to start our presentation today with this quote for the former CEO of Ralph Lauren, that is Ralph Lauren. And because this really represents the fact that a company should continue to improve over time the knowledge that it has of the customer and to continuously use it to deliver communication and engagement with their customers. And so, of course, it's a complex journey, the one of knowing the customer. It requires great efforts from the retailer side. And we are well aware of the fact that companies all around the industries are facing very complex technology challenges. And this includes retailers as well. So we start from the three key challenges that concern the aspects of integrating the marketing applications with the ecosystem of applications that a company may be using. And then there is the aspect of managing identity and privacy and consent. And of course, this is tightly related to the aspect of data governance compliance. And well, together with these three key aspects, of course, there are entailed a number of other challenges for companies that need to address marketing technology, such as the aspect of attribution analytics, that is tightly related to the aspect of artificial intelligence and machine learning automation. And of course, there is all the aspect related to marketing processes orchestration. And at the same time, last but not least, the aspect of managing omni-channel customer journeys. And well, of course, retailers are aware that they need to set clear priorities to face these challenges, to address them. And well, the first priority that they have set is actually related to customer experience. And they know that they need to improve customer experience execution. This is tightly related to the aspect of improving the effectiveness of content marketing, of course, and also related to the challenges that we have just seen. There is the aspect of the need to improve how retailers collect customer data. And well, also here, related to these three core priorities that retailers have set, again, there is the developing the capabilities to effectively and efficiently collect customer consent on data usage. And then, of course, and this is probably one of the most important things we need to look at. There is the need to improve the quality of traffic in physical locations, in stores. Therefore, the need to modernize marketing technology and improving ROI and the analysis of the attribution. Well, I would like to pose our attention on the physical location. Because if we look at those retailers that are innovation strategy determined, so those retailers that are actually leveraging unified innovation strategy that are executing that, and that we take as an example for the industry, well, we see that this type of retailers are considering the store to be the top revenue source for the upcoming 3 years. So if innovation strategy determined retailers are convinced by the fact that the store will continue to be the top revenue source, This is the way to go. Of course, the role of the store is changing and will continue to change, and that's why they will be addressing new store types by size, for example, and by location, by type of services that they will deliver. And these will be importantly totally integrated to e-commerce capabilities. So the integration of stores and e-commerce is going to be really the future for retail and for delivering effective marketing campaigns. And then, last but not least, there is the opportunity coming from IoT commerce. So just to make an example, smart fridges that directly communicate with retailers and auto-replenish themselves. So this then is concluded by the fact that the most forward-looking retailers are also going to develop their own technology and to develop it as a service. And this means really that retailers are going to behave more and more like software companies that are going to work in a competition model with the rest of the ecosystem and the rest of retailers. Of course, this has a lot of implications for marketing. And in order to do that, retailers need to implement what we call retail commerce platform. That is the key asset in order to execute innovation at speed, at scale, across all of the areas of the value chain of retail, including marketing. As we can see, indeed, one of the core capabilities that are provided by an ideal retail commerce platform is customer experience services that are really at the base of enabling an appropriate marketing campaigns and to execute marketing strategy, in combination, of course, with the rest of services that regard commerce, order fulfillment, and content optimization. And well, speaking about customer experience, we need to speak about what we call the customer journey model, and the fact that the majority of retailers, or in any case, a good part of it, is still leveraging a type of segmentation that is based on historic customer data that are updated usually every year or 6 months. And the real differentiation opportunity, for example, from the status of static segments, dynamic segments, or dynamic personas, is to leapfrog towards what we call real-time contextual customer journey models that are leveraging historic data, batch data, with data coming from the real-time context of the customer, combining this data and actually being able to deliver a totally personalized experience to the client. And well, regarding this way to engage the customer to deliver a real-time contextual experience, IDC predicts that by 2024, 30% of customer brands will be using artificial intelligence-enabled contextual sentiment analysis to measure customer perceptions of empathy. Now, what does this mean? What is the future of customers and consumers? Well, the future of customers and consumers is characterized by the changing and shifting nature of the relationship between customers and brands through a lens of, or prism of technology, as we call it. And then IDC has defined this future of customers and consumers as an empathetic relationship between customers and brands built on what the customer wants and how they want to be treated through the technology lens of awareness, engaging, learning, and measuring. And more specifically, IDC has broken this definition and the relationship down into 3 pieces. So the first part defines the nature of the relationship. It is an empathetic relationship between customers and brands, not just any kind of relationship, but a cognitive empathetic relationship that is the foundation for a brand providing empathy at scale. So cognitive empathy is one of the three types of empathy, and is defined as the ability by the brand to recognize accurately and understand the customer's emotional state and react appropriately. Then the second part is all about the customer, and critically here is what the customer wants, how they want to be treated. This is, of course, all contextual for the customer. That is why cognitive empathy and empathy at scale become so critical to respond to a customer successfully. The third component is through the lens of prism of technology. We use the concept of a prism because any type of interaction, communication, or engagement is generally through or involves technology, both the technology that the brand employs and the technology that the consumer uses. And both the brand interpretation and the customer interpretation or the interaction are colored or changed by the technology. Now, in this context, of course, retailers need to implement a series of technologies to enable this prism. And well, we see that retailers are implementing a series of technology that enable them to deliver customer contextual interaction. And the top one for them is social advertising. Social advertising is really offering an increasing number of opportunities for retailers to communicate and engage their customers in real time. And that's why this is on the top. Of course, it is fundamental to combine social advertising strategy and investment in technology with search engine advertising. That is an important base to address the aware customer base regarding the product or services that we are serving. And of course, the first two go hand in hand with the investments in mobile advertising. We can't imagine any type of marketing strategy without thinking about a mobile advertising strategy. And then, of course, these three top investment areas are combined with the ever-present display advertising opportunity, and then with video advertising opportunity that we believe will be increasing over time. Also, if we consider, for example, the live streaming commerce opportunity. And then for a quarter of retailers, we still have a lot of attention, and there will be a continued attention on the importance of remarketing technology that allows them to, of course, reuse those data that they've been collecting from customers to reignite the customer interest in a product or service. And well, we believe it is important also to provide an example of how a brand and a retailer are collaborating together actually into delivering that merging of the physical store and e-commerce capabilities that we have been discussing with the social advertising capabilities that we have just mentioned. And we are speaking about the shoe company New Balance that decided to collaborate with the retailer Fleet Feet in launching a campaign that is for their new shoes that is called Fresh Foam Bongo. And this was more because New Balance established the key objective to increase in-store foot traffic and the sales of shoes. Therefore, what they did was to work together with the retailer on a social media campaign that was contextually engaging customers based on a third-party marketing and localization capabilities, and to invite nearby customers to go to the store. And well, the results speak by themselves. They had 26 million consumer views of ads, 26,000 consumer clicks, and this brought to double the impact on retail sales. So this really is a demonstration of how the collaboration, in this case, between a CPG company and the retailer around stores and e-commerce by leveraging contextual marketing and contextual customer experience capabilities is delivering a real impact on the business of a company. So, having said this, we would like to conclude our presentation of today with 3 key recommendations. So the first one is the importance of prioritizing the implementation of a hybrid multi-cloud retail commerce platform, within which retailers should integrate their existing and new marketing capabilities. Second, it is fundamental for retailers to understand how their data will be used to provide a tailored and appropriate journey for their customers, while at the same time they need to maintain the privacy that they have promised and that is required by the customer, that is more and more aware of their privacy rights. And last but not least, look at the opportunity of the contactless stores combined with e-commerce. So implement real-time contextual marketing capabilities that can be leveraged to enhance the store's operations and in-store customer experience united to e-commerce performances, and this through an integrated customer journey. Well, I would like to thank you for your attention today, and feel free to reach out if you would like to know more about our research in retail.